powerful symbol of both transformation in the way that they shed their skin, and are consistently shedding their skin and transforming. And for me personally, it's a symbol of the goddess, right? Like the goddess, the divine feminine coming right on in. So this snake showing up for you, acknowledging this period of transformation that is going on for you. And as I say that, like, I feel there's a big shifting and a big transforming within your entire system, that like the core of who you are and who you have the capacity to be, and your power is really your power and your strength, and the word I'm hearing, determination, are all being symbolized by this gorgeous, really lovely, huge snake that is, I'm actually seeing it as one of those lovely cream-colored pythons, right? Just sort of coiled all up around you. And right after I saw this snake, this is where the magical being comes in, this big, huge white bird coming to take that snake in its talons. And so this white bird is not a white bird that I'm familiar with in terms of actually existing in nature. And so acknowledging also your own wings and your ability to fly, that part of this transformation is it's literally giving you wings, giving you the power to fly. Well, and thank you for acknowledging that you've been feeling very stuck, because what they're saying is that it's actually not true. Meaning, like, yes, of course you feel stuck, but what is actually changing and transforming is inside of you, right? That you might not be necessarily noticing in 3D, right? The world around you, that transformation that's happening, but you're reorienting to the way that you solve problems, with the way that you engage in the world, and the way that you hold and see your own power. And they're telling me that you are going to emerge on the other side of this. You're going to emerge on the other side of us with a different understanding of your connection to your own power and strength in your experience of spirit. And let me see if I can get a little bit more information for you, because they're coming in really bold. Like, no, like, you are powerful, and on the other side of this stuck, that you are very much going to know this. So let me see what else I can get, because I'm like all fired up on your behalf with this snake and this beautiful white bird carrying your cream colored python. Yeah, what they're telling me, Andrea, is that this is about learning to not listen to other people. Right? What they're showing me are these other people giving you opinions on what you should do. And yeah, other people giving you opinions on what you should be doing. But this is a time to be listening to your own wisdom and your own truth, and not listening to the other people and their opinions, because they're telling me it's spinning you around. And that they're telling that when you take a big leap in this situation, right? When you take the leap, when you follow your own truth, because they're saying that there's something risky that might feel risky to other people, like that, that you're like tempted to do. And I'm feeling this thrill and this joy, right? Like with you, I'm sort of seeing you like leaping over the river, right? Like not going to wait to find the bridge, but just taking that leap over the river. That it's going to be thrilling, it's going to be enjoyable, that there's joy and delight in the taking the leap in this particular situation. And they're telling me part of the end result will be exploring far off lands. I'm hearing something about new lands, uncharted territory, and to know how supported you are as part of this. So yeah, I'm trying to see if they're going to, nope, they're telling me, nope, that's it for right now. That you've given enough. I've given you enough with the snake and that bird, and to look within, because if I give you too much, it gets in the way of you actually finding your own truth and wisdom around this, your own truth and wisdom to this situation. So they're saying, go ahead and leap between the bird and your snake, that you're good to go. Thank you so much, Andrea. It was a lot of fun to meet two members of your team.
Oh, that was a beautiful message. And it looks like Fairy Fran has reappeared.
Off my way.
That's what we
Welcome
say. We
back.
said, poof, she's gone.
And here I am. Ta-da!
Poof, she's back.
Blink of
Okay.
an eye. Whoever
All
knows
right.
what's going to happen, huh? I have a message for Ronnie. Ronnie.
Okay. Oh, lucky
Ronnie,
Ronnie.
is your mom still? Is your mom in spirit, Ronnie? Because I think that's who I have coming in. Hello. You
She
need a
is.
wand.
Yeah. Yeah, she is.
We all need a wand.
Yeah.
We all need a
I know.
wand. Yeah.
Everyone needs a wand. Let there be wands for all. Ronnie, okay. What we have here is this delightful woman with all the force of the universe. I mean, she needs no help, but she does have behind her a flock of fairies that are just kind of enjoying her. So they're bringing her in, coming in with her. She's carrying, and I do think it's your mom. She's carrying a huge tureen of soup, and it's like what was that, white china, quite crockery almost. But it's smooth and soft. But anyway, it's white and it's a huge tureen and it's got a big scooper and it's really cool. So she's setting this down. You are now sitting at my table in this little spirit space, and so she's setting the tureen down in front of you, and she's sitting you down, and she's standing in back of you, and she's saying, "You need to take time to eat some soup. You're busy, evidently, all the time, Ronnie, from what I can gather from what I'm getting here. And mom just wants you to sit for a bit, take that lid off, and look at that. Look at that beautiful soup. And it's got dumplings in it. And she says, my dumpling, you must eat your soup. And take the time. Be sure and choose the right spoon. And then just sit and quietly muse and drink your soup. Take it easy. Take a breath. Smell the roses, just enjoy what's around you and about you. And then you'll sense me being here too, saying, eat your soup. So that's all I wanted, Ronnie. That's all she wanted, Ronnie. She wanted you to be sure and take that time. Take the nourishment that is always there from your mom and the fairies too. So enjoy. Thank you.
Oh, that was a beautiful message for Ronnie. and well deserved. Well deserved. He's always there for everybody. Miss Lynn. This is a gift from Miss Lynn Juno. She wanted to know which one I had today, and I have my rainbow one. So there's a backstory to this. We have fun with these for the show, and I had another one, and see, now the fairies have hit it again on me. So see, they keep hiding my silver one because they want me to use the rainbow one. So there we go. So that was the backstory. But the funniest thing is I got this as a lovely gift. And then the next day I found the other one. So they're very playful and they're very mischievous, these fairies, but we like that about them. So
that's what I love about, that's why they're fairies. Yes.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Because they can. They're like, well, why are they mischievous? Because they can.
Yeah.
So we just let them be that.
You bet.
All right. Okay, my friends, who is still here and who would like a message, please let us know if you're open, and then please keep up with this in the comment. Hello. Okay, everybody's coming back. We're all good. Maria, can I give you a message? Maria Gonçalves, my love. I've got this card for you. Follow your dreams. This is from, oh gosh, it's an old deck, the fairies, this one, remember? I think we all have that one too. And I got the Follow Your Dreams card for you, which I do know you are already doing because you've got your podcast going, you're working on your mediumship, you're growing in all of that area. But I actually feel like there's even a couple more avenues that are open to you, other doors that you're thinking about that are wanting to open for you. And I'm feeling really a green light going forward for you, Maria, with that too. So that feels very exciting. And I'm feeling like you have a strong connection to family. So you're, as I'm feeling into it, if I have this correct for you, love, you're trying to find a way to manage all the pots on the stove and stay connected to family and figure out how to kind of balance this all. So it's a little bit of a teeter-totter for you. But I'm feeling like no worries. Like this is a fairly smooth process if you just think of it like a dance and just kind of roll with the flow of the dance that you're in. And as I see that, you're also moving more into the mystical, as well as what I want to say is move deeper into the journey of your spiritual nature. This isn't so much me talking anymore. And so as you move into the more of this journey of your spiritual nature, the mystical is coming to you. You're not even having to look for it. The mystical is coming to you, and it's showing you new things, new ways of being, new ways of thinking. You're becoming very aware of your multidimensional self. And I am aware of the circular energy that flows in you and through you and around you as well. That's helping to elevate you into all that you are, that you don't know you are just yet, but you're learning and you're getting there, right? So it's beautiful flower unfolding, and they show me the lotus flower for you too. So I know this to be very significant. So this is a helper I have coming in from spirit, very wizard-like, magical, mystical kind of helper as comes through, puts a lot of sparkle and glitter all over you too. And it's like, I can see you just turning like this in a circle with all of the glitter, and then you're just finding yourself. So that was a lot of fun, Maria, to give you that one. So I also get a ladybug for you, reminding you that you're protected. So I hope that's helpful for you as well. So please look for that. And I'm also seeing 4-leaf clovers for you. I know we're coming into St. Patrick's Day soon, another symbol of good fortune and abundance for you as well, Maria. So this is a good year for you. So thank you for letting me give you a message. I appreciate you. And I think now we're to Shannon. Okay.
I'm ready. Jennifer S. Lee, if you are still open to a message, I've got, oh, there she is. Yeah, Jennifer S. Lee, I have Jennifer Lee, our other Jennifer in the room. This is actually, I think, a really good message for so many of us. There's a little bit of a backstory with your message, which is I'm also a coach, a career coach. So I work with people during career transition and trying to find jobs. And one of the ways that I work with people when I'm asking people questions is I actually hear the questions first. Like the questions get fed to me that I ask my clients, and every so often my questions will go away. And when my questions go away, it's because I know that my client has put up an energetic wall of protection. And the vast majority of the time, like 99% of the time, that energetic wall of protection has gone up because something's happened to them since I've spoken to them last. That's upset them, or they feel like, oh, I got upset, and I shouldn't feel this way, or there's nothing I can do. And it's something that like most of us have learned to do in childhood, where we throw up this energetic wall of protection. And what's really fascinating to me about that is they come to sessions with me, they're paying for time with me. And that energetic wall of protection that they've put up subconsciously gets in the way of them actually being able to receive the help that they've shown up for. So it can sometimes be a good practice, because I do it too. I know how to throw up those energetic walls, is to all of us sometimes just to take that moment and say, I release, I let go of any energetic walls of protection I've put up. I let go of those energetic walls of protection that I've put up, because it also stops the help, right? Like it stops the help, it stops the goodness, and it stops the people in our lives who are often really sensitive and can very subtly feel those changes in us that can keep them away. And in my own life, those times where I'm like, why is nobody helping me? Like, why can't people see that I need help, that I need some attention? And then I do a little check and realize I've thrown up my own wall of protection, and I let it, be like, oh, let's get rid of that. And then it's like my friends, my community, like people show up and start, taking care of me and giving me the care that I need. So great shift there, all of you who've let go of that wall of protection. And so in your case, Jennifer, I will say that that's what I noticed. I noticed a wall of protection. So I want to acknowledge that something's happened that has upset you or been distressing, that made you feel that you needed to put that wall of protection up. And in the moment, I'm just noticing your really big heart. And I am seeing now fairies around you, and I am seeing a big bright light, an angel that is right there and at your service. This angel is actually showing up. I don't get archangels very often, but I am hearing Archangel Gabriel that is right there with you. And what I'm hearing is Archangel Gabriel saying, help is on the way. Like I'm hearing, fear not, help is on the way. And I'm feeling this sense of urgency in the message. So almost like Archangel, I'm sorry, my lighting's getting a little weird. So almost to know that Archangel Michael is acknowledging the urgency in this situation, and letting you know that there is nothing else for you to do at this particular moment, right? That for you to know that Archangel Gabriel is putting out the word on your behalf, is reaching out to I'm hearing friends and family, and that you will notice a change in the response and the care that is going to be taken of you. I'm hearing immediately. And to know, yeah, it's almost like I'm starting to almost like hear the sirens, right? Like the broadcast of emergency. And it's just that your community is so sensitive in a good way that they were feeling that protection, and so just didn't realize that their help, their support was needed, that they love you, they are there for you, and and not to be afraid to let you and your tender heart be seen. That this is actually going to end up being a really powerful, enlivening experience, because you're going to understand in a different way the help and the resources that are available to you. And in addition, how much control that you actually do have to allow in as much help and resources as you need and want. So thank you so much for letting us all just sort of check in with those walls that we put up. That was a really gorgeous message from your angel. And I hope this helps. So thank you so much, Jennifer.
Oh, that was a beautiful message, Shannon. Shannon, I also saw a message from Jessica that I feel like it's for you. She has a question about an upcoming move, if she's going to move or not, if you see that for her.
Sure. Oh, yes. Let me see. I'm hearing a big fat yes. I'm hearing a big fat yes, and I'm hearing a lot of excitement around this move. And what I actually get the image of your fairies working with the fairies of the new location, and I'm hearing your place is being prepared for you, right? Like I'm getting that vision almost like Snow White, right? Where she's got all the animals around her that sort of help her journey along the way. So I get the vision of your fairies talking to the fairies in the new land. I'm seeing green, I'm seeing magical, and I'm seeing a lot of enchantment in this new location and this new spot. I'm hearing clearly that this move is going to be a very good thing. And as I say that, I feel a little bit of the squeeze, I'm just noticing the nervousness, and I'm hearing very clearly, fear not, that there should be a lot of excitement about this change and the possibility. And I want that they're also making sure that I tell you that you are being well taken care of in this transition. Yeah, that this is going to be a very good thing. Nope, it's happening.
Woo.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Shannon.
Yay.
I knew I was like, that's a Shannon question.
Yeah.
Beautiful job, Shan. Okay, Fran, handing it over to you. Beautiful. If we could have everybody in the comments, please do a little refresh. Let us know that you're still here and open. And thank you for keeping up with us in the comments with some validation, so we know that you're still here and that you're understanding the messages we're giving it to you. So thank you so much with that too. Okay, everybody's coming in. Fran.
I have a wee message for Chanley. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Chanley, darling, are you still here? I think you are. Yeah, you must be. You were here at 3:23. So shall I go ahead? I'll just go ahead. Oh, here's
Sure.
Because it's short and sweet, but we have guides, and my first friend in fairyland that gave me a name was Finny. And Finny is saying me. Oh, well, I have another one named me. So maybe that's who it is. Anyway, they want attention because they're going to they're bringing in your guide and in your messenger, but it is a guide. And they want you, they're sitting you down at the table and bringing you in some pretty darn big research books. And they're opening up to certain pages, and they kind of point them out to you. And then they set that book aside, bring in another, because they're saying you have a question, you have questions, plural, that you feel a desperate need for answers. And this is your first task. This is phase 1 of finding your answers as you do this research. You look into what others have found for the same sort of question. You look for others' journeys. Because you're not alone on this planet. You're not alone throughout time. It's all been experienced before and now and will be again. So use the wisdom of others, use the experience of others. Once you have had your fill of these many books where you can search for your answers, you can get up and go into another room and sit with friends. Fireside chats with friends and families. Put it out there. Don't ask for answers, ask for input. Get input from people. And then take a long walk and meet your own answer. Because all along, you've had that answer. Okay? Thank you.
Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful, Fran. I love it. I feel the spirit with you.
Thank you.
I'm going to remember who I'm with here. I know I had somebody. There she is. Okay, because I have a dragon. And I was with Blossom. That's right. Blossom, are you still here, love? If you could give me a quick yes in the comments. I believe you are, because you were just here a couple minutes ago, Blossom. So I'm with you. And so I got the name of your dragon spirit that's here for you. And the name is Eloise. And remember, when you have a dragon spirit, they are also a reflection of you. So there is a synchronicity and a symbiosis that the two of you have together. So your dragon's name is feminine, it's Eloise, and it means famous warrior and healthy and whole, because I always go look it up real quick when I get the name. 333, there you go. So you can't make this stuff up. So thank you, girl. So your dragon comes in with the warrior energy, with the healthy and whole. So this tells me profound transformation for you. This tells me you have, awakened the fire in yourself, and that comes around you and stands on your shoulder and then stands by your side, basically saying, look at this being right here. And so you are a very beautiful match, the two of you. I know it has not always been easy to get to this place. You've been playing a bit of hopscotch, a spiritual hopscotch, bouncing around and hopping around, kind of trying to get over this part and over this part and see if you can land over here. But in that process, you make it to the front, you make it to the space where you're supposed to be. And there I also get the number 10 for you, which is a really nice finality for you. So that feels very good. I do feel that you have a lot of connection to the nature spirits as well. So as we're going into the fairies and the trees and the elves and all of this for you too, is they come in and they bring you a lot of kind of like divine spark and a divine magic. And it's almost like the ground you walk on has a bit of a golden light to it. So it's really fascinating as they're showing it to me too. But they also bring me to Little Blossom of when you were little and you would hold on to like a little doll or a little cuddly or a little bear or something. And she lives within you and she's got a little cape on her. So it's like Super Blossom living within you with this divine dragon next to you. So it's really quite magical. I love this for you too. So I hope this is resonating as you're understanding it too. But really good for you too. And I feel like this last month, we're in March now, but I feel like February, a lot happened for you. There was a lot of change, a lot of kind of transfer of energy of things taking place, if you would understand that, Blossom, as well. And with that, I'm going to give you a card. I'm back on the unicorn deck for you too. I'm going to give you a card and I get the healer card for you. So I get that for you, Blossom. That's quite beautiful. Let me read that for you really quick. Are you still here, love? And it says, you have powerful healing gifts, have faith in your abilities, stay true to your path as a healer. So a good reminder, don't doubt, You know who you are. You've got this. All right, my dear. So I will leave that with you. I hope that was helpful. I hope you could understand it. And a big hug and a heart. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I believe I'm handing it over to Shannon.
Yes, yes, indeed. I have Suzanne Stolp. If you are, sorry, my lighting's being a little strange right now, folks. Yeah, if you're still there, if you're still there, Suzanne. Well, I will start off, and if for some reason I don't get you back over in the comments, then I will move on to the next person. But just first to acknowledge, first, I'm so sorry about my lighting. This is so strange. I got some things to
here.
Okay, good. Excellent. Yeah. Oh, great. Thank you.
Your lighting
Hi.
Fine. We can't tell.
Thank you. I was driving me crazy. First off, Suzanne, what I've actually got is I've got a guide that has shown up for you. So when I pull in guides, our guides are that group of non-physical beings that have a lot to do with our education while we're here on planet Earth. And that the education, thank you, thank you, the education that we are here for on planet Earth. And the ways that they show up for me is that we have a main guide, this guide that is with us and in charge of all the lessons that we've come to Earth to learn. And then we also have these sub-guides, and these sub-guides show up and might work with us on a particular lesson that we're working on, and switch in and out. And the guide that is showing up as very substantial and very powerful, and it's telling me that it is a main guide. So your main guide has just shown up, and it's showing up as this very substantial, powerful figure. And what I'm hearing it say is, I am here to congratulate you. I am here to congratulate you on all that you've accomplished in this lifetime. It's acknowledging the many challenges that you have had to face. And what I'm hearing is the strength of character with which you have faced each and every challenge that has been thrown your way. And it's also acknowledging I'm just going to say what I had, like the lack of resources, right? Like that idea, get that sense of having to make do with utilizing your own wisdom, your own tuition, they're giving the word chutzpah, right? Like they're giving me, that's not one of my words, that word chutzpah. And so all that you've done and all that you have been up against, and he's using the words, I'm hearing this as a more masculine voice, even though he's not showing me a gender, but I'm hearing a masculine voice. But I'm hearing him say how proud he is of you, right? That for you to know that he is so proud of you. And what he's telling me is that you have accomplished, right? Like you have accomplished what you have set out to do in this lifetime, right? That the lessons that were meant to have been learned have been learned, that you have accomplished what you had set out to accomplish in this lifetime, so that what comes next gets to be pure creation, right? Like it gets to come from your joy, your delight, your experience of pure creation and what you want to create and experience in this world. He's acknowledging that so often, right? That we can think, oh, what's my destiny, or what am I meant to do? What is my purpose? And yes, all of that actually is accurate. But in your case, Suzanne, right? Like absolutely, right? Like, you have done it. And as a result, now the rest gets to be for you to play and create and do whatever you like based on all the lessons that you've learned. So the encouragement from your main guide is to dream big, right? Like dream big. I'm hearing like shoot for the moon. I don't know if you have any desires to actually like be in a spaceship or, be one of the people who goes to Mars or whatnot, or, the astronaut and space travel. But like I'm hearing, like, shoot for the moon, these guides have your back. And I'm trying to get a little bit more about that, because that's a really interesting language, right? That shoot for the moon. Yeah, that there's something about stars and astronomy and planets and that whole world. Yeah, that idea that if you can dream it, you can do it, and you have all the resources and tools that you can. And what he's acknowledging is that this message about shoot for the moon, whatever you want to dream or create or do, is specifically even more related around career, right? That he's showing me that there is possibility of bringing in various aspects of your talents and your gifts and your interests to create something even new that is going to bring you a lot of joy and delight, and to absolutely go for it, because there is no obligation. What they're showing me is like what you've been up to. There is an obligation to complete it just because you've been doing it, that there's room and opportunity to still have a lot of growth and joy and development. And what he's also acknowledging is that there are times when our guides also learn from us. So he's also showing me, he's like bowing to you. He's acknowledging all he's learned from the privilege of being your main guide. And so the appreciation and love that has been learned from you and all that you've accomplished. And I'm hearing that is good for now. Thank you so much, Suzanne. Thank you for allowing me just to be in the presence. Like, what a lovely energy of your main guide. Thank you. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Thank you, Shannon. And real quick, I'm going to come to, is it Tran's turns next, or is it my turn next? I can't remember.
Well, either one. I mean, we're very adult here. We go.
There we are. Yeah. There, really
Go
quick,
ahead.
everybody. We are streaming on multiple Facebook pages and on YouTube. Sometimes, because of the multiple streams, not every comment makes it to where we can see it, and they move so fast that we can't always see like every single name. But we try to go through it as fast as we can. So, but please know that we love you. If somebody's receiving a reading, then we're usually only putting their comments up on the screen at that time, and then we go back and look to see who we're drawn to for the next. So we go to see who we're drawn to, and that's how we're picking who we're giving a message, because we feel that guidance from spirit that the message is for that person. So I hope that helps with that too. That's a good time to check in with you to see who here is still open, because if you write open in the comments, thank you. Thank you for the help with my brain. Yeah, 1 second. As we write open in the comments, then we know we're getting your consent. It's also helping to just kind of refresh the energy. We know who's here. And please also stay with us in the comments as we're reading for you, as you're understanding the message. So thank you. It helps to keep the power flowing better. With that, I'm going to hand it over to Fran. Suzanne is saying thank you.
Joe White, my dear, I do have a message for you, and let's just go for it. It's the fairies, first of all, are tumbling in. They're tumbling, and they're having such a good time. But they're saying to you, it's not always fun. It's like a piano, when you have when you, I don't know, do you play piano? Because that was what I first saw for you, was a piano, and how at first it's hard and it's boring, and you have to keep practicing and practicing until it starts coming a little more automatically and easier. Then you can start getting into tunes that are fun for you and you enjoy. But what does that get you? It gets you into something harder again. Does this not strike a bell about life? So if you're into something now, which is kind of my inkling about what I'm being shown here, that it's not as much fun as you'd like it to be, perhaps stick with it, work hard at it, and allow it to come to the point where it is fun for you. You can always close the book and leave the piano, but if you choose to stay, remember, you work hard, practice, you'll get there, and it will be fun. Okay, thank you.
Oh, that was beautiful, Fran. Yeah, I'm so happy Joe got a message. And thank you, Joe, for allowing us to give a message for you too. Okay, I'm going to work with Ava. If Shannon, if you want to tag team, because Ava, I've got your dragon here for you, but Ava also has a question about an upcoming workshop too. So, but this I think will help. So, Ava, I channeled your dragon's name spirit for you, and I got the name Blythe is who she's wanting to go by, which means cheerful, joyful, pleasant, happy, carefree. So it's very much the essence of free spirit for you, Ava, too. And you would understand that you've been doing this. You've been releasing the like former layers of self or former belief systems that are no longer true for you, of kind of how you thought things were, of how you thought your life would be, or how you saw yourself to be, or how you saw others to be. And so we're doing a lot of this. It's very, very positive. I do feel your, your main helper that I've already connected with in the past coming in and just kind of like doing this with you too. But when it comes to the dragon, it's like about fun. It's about happiness. It's about joy. Like this is your moment for joy. There's been a little bit of this last year that's been happening as we've been releasing and moving through some grief that's come up just for healing, as it will for all of us too. And now as Blythe comes in and wraps beautiful wings of joy, and just the smile and the delight, the softness of this dragon spirit is just so elegant and beautiful. So I hope that is helpful for you too. I want to cry, Ava, when I connect with her spirit for you. And with that, I'm going to ask Shannon to take the rest on that one.
Excellent. Ava, shall I go to Canada in September for a workshop, or shall I wait to go next year? Ava, I actually get that you're going to be going both years. That it feels like this year, going this September, is actually connected to prosperity and create connect. There's something to do with abundance, and that so big yes to September, and something important about abundance and just that financial material success that is connected. And I'm trying to get a little bit more into there's something about permission to dream, permission to say yes to September, that it's like it allows just that abundance to flow, and that there's going to be a lot of really productive, fruitful energy from that. And then once you go and it's like all of this abundance is flowing, it feels like you're going to decide to go again next year. And from what you've learned from saying this year, there's going to be that opportunity, and it's actually going to be more about stepping into your own wisdom. It's almost like you show up as a leader, a wisdom keeper, based on what you've learned from this journey, that there's going to be even more opportunity to almost take it to the next level, where it goes beyond your own gifts that are being received and generated, but more sharing your wisdom, and that gifts and wisdom being broadcasted out and shared with other people. So a big yes to this year, and don't be surprised if that doesn't lead to going to next year in actually an entirely different role as well. Oh, it's trance developing. That makes total sense, right?
Uh-huh.
Like that you're like stepping into your power, and then actually even have this bigger role in the future. So, yep, big yes. And let us know how it goes, because this sounds fantastic for you, Ava.
Yeah, I was feeling yes to this September as well, because it's like it's free spirit time. And so you just got to go to where you feel magnetized, because that magnet, that pull is going to take you where you're supposed to go. But I was feeling yes too. So it feels like this is a really good time. And you've done all of this. And what that does is it opens up your power so much more. And that just makes the blending of spirit oh so beautiful for you. So I'm so happy for you, Ava. So that's beautiful. Well done. So okay. We're getting close. Let's do a little group message from each of us. I feel guided if that sounds good. So Fran, would you like to start with a little group message for everybody, please?
Yes, give me a moment, would you?
Okay.
Just a sec. Okay, my special old friend Fairy is saying me. So okay, we'll let her do a little channeling here. Oh my goodness, it's been so much fun to be with all of you. So if and when you ever decide to come back here again, I'm going to be here, because I really, I love you. So thank you. And remember that in all sincerity, you are enough. 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 Love is where you are. Get it? Okay, thank you.
That was so beautiful. See, we can't. That's what happens when the fairy energy comes in. We start giggling and cracking up. It's so cute. Okay, beautiful. Thank you, Fran. All right, Miss Shannon.
Yeah, and so the message that's coming through right now is that gratitude for all of you being here, and that the messages there. I'm hearing that the messages that were meant for one were meant for all. That even if the specifics of the message didn't necessarily resonate with you, that the spirit, the energy, the generosity, the magic, the enchanted, all of the energy that was flowing through all of us, for all of us. And so just that gratitude for being here and sort of sitting in this field and rolling around in all the magical energy, and the wish and the desire that you hold on to this as you head out into the world the rest of today and in through the rest of the weekend, depending on where you're located. I'm hearing to keep your eyes and ears open for the magic, right? That the messages, the acknowledgments, the synchronicities, the little bits of, I call them winks from the universe, that they're going to be abundant in the coming days as thanks for being here as part of this, to keep your eyes open for your own wink from the universe. And that as you are open and present to spread the magic, to spread the love, to spread the joy, that there is so much of that needed by everyone in the world around us, whether it's a simple smile to the person on the sidewalk or at the store, or whether it's a little extra grace with the people on the streets as you're driving. Like being on the roads is an easy place to spread a little bit of love and a little bit of generosity, right? Like letting the other person go and get into the lane. So just to continue to spread that love and joy and magic that we all got to experience today with the wider world, that the ripple effect is pretty profound. So much gratitude for all of you. Thank you. Thank you.
That's beautiful, Shannon. Thank you. And I feel also with these beautiful ladies and with all of you is that the divine remembrance that we come from, the creative flow. This is what we are born from, is this creative flow. And the creative flow is magic. It's making everything out of seemingly nothing, right? And so we go through cycles, just as a mother gives birth to children and goes through cycles, and women go through their cycles within the moon and so forth. We are always giving birth to new realities and giving birth to new lifetimes within self, lives within lives, dreams within dreams. And so if we can stay open to that magic, right, of the divine creative flow, keep the imagination space open, because as Colin said yesterday, it's an image. Well, how did he say it yesterday? I can't remember. He said it's the image. Oh gosh, forget it. I can't remember. But it was really profound yesterday. Forgive me. Anyways, but keep this imagination open, right? And that is where you're going to see the magic manifesting in your outer reality. So as I was out yesterday, I was like, boom, boom, boom. The signs were everywhere. It was raining. I was tuned in, but I was able to kind of see how it all went because I was in the flow. And that's available for everybody, to be in the flow, to where you can see all the connections that are there for you. And it's one big, constant, divine wow. So my message for you would be to embrace the wow, because life is indeed that. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but the more that it doesn't make sense, the more it makes sense. So we will be back, all my beautiful magical friends. I believe it is April 19th, Saturday at 2:30 p.m. Pacific. And we will be back on the normal time schedule with the UK. So that will be 10:30 at night in the UK a month from now. And we look forward to seeing you for more magic, more fairies, more angels, more enchanted realms. This was a wonderful afternoon and evening to spend with all of you. I want to give a big thank you to my co-host, Shannon Ratay, and a big thank you to my co-host, Fran Pearce. Thank you to our Kelly Brickle, our producer, who makes all of this magical for us. So we're very, very
Thank you,
lucky.
Kelly.
Yes, a shout out to Veronica Jenkins for allowing us to stream on her page. We love you, Veronica. And thank you to all of our friends who are here today for your love, for your support, for allowing us to give you messages. We are truly, truly appreciative of you. And this was a wonderful way to spend a Saturday afternoon. So hugs and kisses from all of us. Thank you. Take
Love
good
all of
care,
you.
everybody. Bye, everyone.